What's up, everybody? Peepo again, and today is going to be the review of PowLax Ti22 mesh. Now, I've already strung this up, and then I took it out after I'd strung it up a couple different ways and thrown with it a couple times to see how it works and how I feel about it, so on and so forth. So let's just get into it. First off, pulling it out of the packaging was more or less pretty satisfying. It didn't have any tack to it. Wasn't super sticky like some mesh that you get in the mail and stuff. It's just like, ugh, what is this in my hands? Or just can't stand the feel of it sometimes. And then you string it up and then it's okay. But right upon opening the package, no complaints about the feel of the mesh. And then I went and did my usual thing where I just stretch it out, test it out, and I mean, this has already been strung up a few times, so it's a little kind of pulled, but I mean, you can pretty much put it back to its original thing even after stringing it, and it just pulls apart real nice in space. There's no real difficulty getting it to go to its maximum stretch, so there's not really going to be any bag after you've stretched it out. The size, it says it's 15 millimeter, but I believe it's because of how the actual mesh is weaved from the textile mill or the machines that make the mesh. It's very tightly woven. I don't know if you can really see it too well, but you can actually see how tightly woven it is. It's very symmetrical. There's no asymmetrical diamonds anywhere in the weaving process, so it's not going to be like old school hard mesh that kind of leans one way or the other. It's very symmetrical, very consistent. It's not too soft. It's very, I don't really like comparing mesh to mesh because people do different things, use different stuff, but if you had to compare it to another mesh, I would say very comparable to East Coast mesh, to their regular formula, not the black, the regular formula. It's very similar to that, but also, since I already said it, it's not as tacky. There's really not any tacky feeling, but you can definitely tell that it's waxy. It's not hard to get the diamonds to stretch when you're doing the top string. Very, very easy to get it to all the holes that you need to. The mesh diamonds actually stretch pretty well. You can actually see how I was pulling pretty hard to get them stretched down, and so that means that you can have a tighter channel. You can pull it down further along the head, and then it gets you that tight upper area for the mesh. And then you can go into your doubles, your singles, your stacks, whatever you're gonna do, and it strings up pretty well. I've strung up maybe about 10 different patterns with a 9 diamond top, and then maybe 2-3 with a 10 diamond top, and it takes it very well. The ball comes out cleanly. There's really no snagging or extra drag or anything like that going on when you're catching and throwing. Very soft catching ability, but also I catch and throw with my fingers. It's not so much my palms. Catch and throw with my fingers, so I have a soft touch basically when I'm catching and throwing, so it definitely allowed me to have an even softer catch. And all in all, I gotta say that it's pretty good step up for PowLax to switch their actual raw mesh, or at least this version of their mesh is going to be a very good aspect for them, the Ti22 mesh. Just a strong product. If you guys haven't tried PowLax, they're very good product. They do pretty awesome custom work. I actually have a piece of their old PowLax base mesh that they've been doing for a long time. I'm pretty sure they're still going to offer it, but he sent me over one that's actually based off of me, which is Spawn, and it was just awesome. It had the old school Spawn logo right in the middle, the green, the black, and it literally looked like the Spawn emblem that you can look up. That's just a circle, and it's just awesome. So very accurate with their colors and custom work. So go ahead and give them a follow. Go look them up. He does really sweet stick tricks and everything like that on his YouTube. He's been featured on a bunch of different stuff. He sends out pretty awesome work. His customer service is awesome. He gets back to you pretty quick. So if you're looking for a decent mesh, pretty awesome, pretty decent mesh, right? I've stopped kind of giving numbers to how I rate mesh and everything, but I'd have to say it's pretty up there. It's definitely up there. And so if you're not really liking East Coast mesh, you're not liking Throne, or you like String King but you definitely want to keep using wax mesh, PowLax is a good alternative. I'd definitely recommend it. There's no flaking, anything like that. So that's PowLax mesh, the new Ti22 mesh. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any more actual questions, feel free to either ask me or actually go over and ask PowLax themselves. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.